Hello and welcome back to Brackenmore for another pre-season commentary. This time it's Stocksbridge Park Steels hosting Retford United. I'm Adam Allcroft, your commentator, and we're looking forward to another 90 minutes of action as these two teams warm up, with Retford in action only on Saturday. Yep, it's not very long for Retford United to play. We have to wait a week longer for the FA Cup match. It's just how it goes, you know. We'll be a bit later. The league's 2 weeks after, whereas you see Retford playing on Saturday, but in the Midlands League, which is definitely. Cause I was trying to find out what the fixture was at Retford play on Saturday, because for some reason I didn't check that before. But they're now in the Midland League, not the NCAL, which I've just checked, which is the big controversy Retford have had to face this pre-season with the shift of leagues. So we will go through the teams for you shortly. So for Stocksbridge Park Steels, it's Harry Garman in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Alex Phillipson, Elliot Owen, Alex Butterworth, Alex O'Connor. There is about 50 Alexes now in this squad. Jack Haslam, Tommy Marshall, and Danny Deakin. For Retford United, we do get a team from Retford today. It's Jonathan Hedge in goal, then it's Igor Mlinarski, Max Pemberton, Sam Finlaw, Owen Fieldsen, Jake Champion, Kieran Knight, Brandon Kane, who's the captain today, Kieran Watson, Mark West, and Kieran Harrison. So we'll advertise a few on the bench as they come on later on in the game. We'll get them up for you in a second. But no Ian Richards in the dugout today. He is away on. So Pete Gordon Lemon are in our management team today. Seen Jordan Lemon leading the warm-up in a very managerial way. Just to let you know, the bench for Stocksbridge today, it's Henry Hampshire, Declan Childs, Trialist A, Kyle Austin, Dan Nelson, Luca DeFalco and Dan Hernandez. For Retford, it's Matthews, Barlow, Smith, Dawes, Haydock, Yates and Owen. So we get ready for this game to get underway now. Retford are the ones kicking us off. Mark West standing over the ball. They have no correspondence to action. And the game is now underway. Retford have got the game underway, wearing their red with white trim shirts, red shorts, red socks, kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from left to right. So it's been battled for in the midfield, and Retford is headed downfield, but Charlesworth will have that covered before sending it back to Garman. He takes his first touches of the game. Into midfield, so O'Connor lays it out to this left wing where Danny Deakin is on the wing today, being in central midfield a lot. A good overlap. He's going to try and get beyond his man. Stumbles a bit, puts a cross into the back, looks for Butterworth, takes a touch. Butterworth turns, volleys. It's not far off. And actually, it's taken a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick. Great work from Jack Tinker on the overlap. That is when he's at his best, Jack Tinker, going forward, is when he gets the overlap, gets beyond the winger, finds Ashley Butterworth well, takes a good touch, takes a deflection in his shot. It looked like for a while it was heading to that top corner, but in the end it's deflected out. Will be a corner kick Steels after just a minute of play. So here comes the corner kick. Deakin to knit far post, and Owen was the man who got the header onto it, but he's climbed over his defender. Will be a goal kick. Elliot Owen making his first appearance in a Steels shirt. Adds height to that defence, something I think Stocksbridge will need after some weak problems in set pieces so far. Tinker covering, but a poor pass as solid man short, and Champion wins that, but then loses the ball pretty quickly to Curtis Turner. Out to the Deakin on the left, his all South Carolina teammate. Switched over to Charlesworth on the right, who will carry this forward. Forward to Marshall, taking a touch to Butterworth. tumbles over the ball before chipping it over the top, and almost a good ball there actually, despite the initial stumble. Charlesworth heads the clearance back, which returned and then knocked out to play by Knight. Now, we know the Stocksbridge numbers, because it's pre-season, are not the exact numbers of what we said on the sheet. We're presuming Retford's are correct. They may be wrong. We don't know. We don't know Retford players other than Sam Finlaw over in defensive midfield there, as Charlesworth knocks it forward, headed away, or goes back here into midfield. Butterworth wins it. He's trying to harass the ball, gets it back to Charlesworth, who opens in space, back to Phillips, who will knock it long. Haslam's going to chase it, and it's bounced very favourably for Haslam. Haslam tries to pick it back, tries to go to Deakin, takes touch, Deakin shoots, it's a goal! Danny Deakin opens the scoring for the Steels in a matter of minutes. That ball forward, it looked like a dead one, actually, and there is a concern there. It's actually Butterworth has stayed down, but the ball looked hopeless. Jack Haslam ran onto it, found Danny Deakin, who was just completely unmarked in the box, and he just was able to take his time, find his spot, and the Steels are 1-0 ahead after just 2 minutes in this game. It's the Steels 1, Retford United 0, Danny Deakin the goal scorer. Great. Stocksbridge, when they have scored in pre-season, have scored within the first 5 minutes each time. Continues out with that Deakin goal. Back in the Retford defence now. Finlaw, I think, is wearing. I think the numbers are wrong, because I think Sam Finlaw's wearing the number 10 shirt, which is not in the graphics. So sorry for anything we get wrong on Retford's players. As Owen gets a bit of afters as he clears that one away. No foul given, will be a throw-in. Retford get that throw just inside their own half. Play back from Finlaw, then back into defence with their keeper Hedge. Going to send that forward to the right-hand side. Mlynarski takes the touch, but intercepted, and Tinker clears, and will be covered by West as it goes all the way back for a throw-in. Going to be a better start for Stocksbridge here, leading 1-0 through that goal from Danny Deakin. And Deakin, probably one of the biggest coups of signings this summer. Got a great history in America, having got a brilliant record with Detroit City in the USL Pro League, and as well as playing for Orlando City B, was in the same Orlando City squad as the likes of Kaka, who's not a player we get to mention very much in Stocksbridge commentaries. As Finlaw's under some pressure from Haslam, but it's come out here to Knight. His shining armour getting him through that defence there, as he's now spread out to Mlynarski on the right, played forward into the right wing, cut into the middle and back to midfield it goes. Taking touch, foot back to Finlaw now. Finlaw switch play over to left wing, looking for Pemberton. Well cut out by Charlesworth, who volleys away. Will be a throw-in close to the flag. So, good chance for Retford to put a throw-in and to try and create their first chance of the game. Big throw-in in, looking to get it into the box. Charles had an arm all around him, but Steele's able to clear anyway. Head back in. Owen returns the header. Sliced header from Kane here, and Marshall try and launch the counter-attack. Marshall trying to get beyond his man. Well recovered by Kane, who tackles well and gets applause from his away fans for that. Really good work for Kane. Marshall not able to make the most of that counter-attack. Mlynarski on the right-hand side. Lays it off to his winger here, who moves in to the centre. But no press yet as it goes back to Kane, then across to Finlaw, who will look to play his pass, but it will be back to Kane. He's been pressed by Deakin. That pass is not the best, back to Hedge. Haslam will press, but then gives up on it as Hedge will just boot that one away. Lombard will go forward, and Garman will be able to collect back his own goal. Good so far from the Steels. 6 minutes gone, 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels so far in this game, as Marshall's called for offside, and will be a free kick to the away side. Retford United will be looking for promotion from the Midlands League this year. ball going forward. Butterworth gets the tackle in and goes to Turner, and back to Butterworth, and he will return it to Phillipson before sending it out long. Headed on by Haslam, goes to Marshall in a bit of space. Has some favour, maybe just delayed it too long. Got a few options now though, Marshall. So he's going to play it back into the middle to Turner. And then the tackle's going to go in from Finlaw and return into defence. Phillipson will collect. Switch play, looking for that far right hand side, head away by Minarski. And we gather here by the number 6 champion, and now we're onto that right wing, and they're trying to get past Tinker. Tinker gets the tackle in, will be a throw in. In midfield it is now, right now with Finlaw. He's going to look to get it over onto the right wing. Tinker gets a header into his own box. No one there for it, Garman will collect. Forward now to Curtis Turner. Right-footed switch looking for Deakin, but Mlinarski reads it, steps forward, collects, then into midfield it goes, back to Pemberton, who will have to return it all the way to Hedge due to the pressing of Marshall. Haslam will now make sure Hedge has to send it forward, sends it towards Knight, who heads on well. Looking for Kieran Watson, the man who scored so many goals not too far from here for Hallam FC, is in Finlaw. Again now he will be looking to orchestrate the midfield, much as he once did for Stocksbridge a few years ago. Back for Owen Fields End, who has one of the all-time non-league beards. It's maybe shame we haven't got James Healy today here. He'll be a good comparison as the cross goes into the far side, and big header from Charlesworth, crucial header from him. And Pemberton was hovering that far post, ready just to knock that in the back of the net, but Charlesworth with a key defensive header. It's a corner kick for United, their first of the game. 8 minutes gone in this match. Corner kick. Everyone in the 6-yard area looking for that far end of it, going to be returned into the 6-yard area. Garman with a big shout comes and claims it, stops Butterworth from heading away. So Retford, and there's going to be a counter-attack here. Deacon's going to send it long, looking for Haslam, but a bit too far. It's going to be headed away. Haslam will continue to cause problems. His third start, Haslam, and he has scored in the other 2 friendlies he's played in so far. Set up one today. Long ball forward from Retford. Phillipson, I think, cleared it on himself a bit, and it's kept in by their number 11. And then played into the middle. Harrison not able to do much with that. Back with Owen now, who does it forward to Turner, then back to Phillipson. Phillipson will send it long. He's looking for the run of O'Connor. O'Connor holds it down well, just can't find Haslam behind him. He's going to now switch it over to Deakin on the left-hand side, who will try and get past Mlinarski on that left-hand side. Mlinarski going toe-to-toe with him, gets his foot in and gets the ball away, and Retford clear. Nothing's wrong with this call on Retford. They do have their rivals, just Retford. One of those rare 2 non-league town teams. As the ball's knocked on to Haslam. Good ball to him. Can Haslam keep it in? He does. He's got space. Can he find Butterworth? He's going to go in his own and smashes it off the side netting. It's got blocked there before it going to. So maybe that's probably a traditional striker's thinking, I'm having this goal myself. I'm not letting anyone else have it. But Marshall and Butterworth were in good positions, and that's probably something you'll have to think about. How it is, hey, maybe sometimes playing the person in the best position. But it will be a corner kick that Curtis Turner will go over to take. Traditional setup. Owen's going to be a likely target, I'd say, but it's going to be towards the far post. Looking forward to Phillipson. It's actually Haslam who got the header. He got a good leap, but again just got underneath it and put it over. Jack Haslam, who comes to us after really good spells with both Swallownest and Parkgate. But obviously the thing he's probably most famous for is that he is a Commonwealth diver. He competed for England in the Commonwealth Games in 2018 down in the Gold Coast, came 10th in the 3-metre springboard, as well as competing in some other events, including with his brother. I'm sure maybe in his dreams he would be getting ready for Paris right now rather than playing against Retford United on Brackenmore, but I'm sure if you get a goal today, that might make up for not having to sleep on those cardboard beds that I've been looking at on TikTok. We go on to like to say on the commentary why they have cardboard beds though. Charles will put it in the middle to O'Connor. Slips it through to Turner, who's gone forward, but then back it goes to Owen, who's looked very accomplished so far as he passes it out to Tinker on the left. Back to Owen. Takes a touch, turns away from Watson, and we'll give it back to Turner, who's helping back in defence, and out to Phillipson on the right of centre. Clip ball forward, and it's going to be for Marshall to collect, and he's got options in the middle. Marshall to find O'Connor, good shot, it's saved, and then Charles with it's such a bad shot, it's turned into a good pass because Deacon's got it on the left, cross going in, far post, Charles almost gets it. To Marshall here, attack still on. Back to Butterworth, takes a shot here, blocked. Butterworth will get back onto it, tries to get the right side. Adam Retford will almost clear it, and then they do get onto it now. Oh. That should have been O'Connor's goal there. Marshall, who sometimes we have been criticising in pre-season, not lacking the end product. He's played a perfect pass for O'Connor, who's in the middle of the 6-yard area, but he sent it straight at Hedge. Hedge is not going to be as lucky as he was there, as Tinker tries to marshal his way through defence. Out to left to Deacon. Tinker gets a good shove over, and that will be a free kick. Oh, it's really frustrating because that pass was perfect to O'Connor in the middle of the 6-yard area. He just needs to pick a direction, really, and it's 2-0. In the end, he's sent it right at Hedge. It's easy for him. Falls to Charles though in a good position, and Charles have ended up skewing his shot so much that it's actually gone behind him, and we've been able to continue the attack, and Butterworth's just not been able to get the look on his shot. But it is now a free kick for Stocksbridge as the pressure is maintained. 13 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels. Turner over the ball. Butterworth on the far side there. You got Phillipson up there, Marshall as well, and Haslam will be a target. Deacon not too far away as Marshall's going to peel and be the closest option to Turner in front of Deacon. Only Tinker and Charlesworth back. I think Charlesworth may have been demoted from attacking duties after that shot. Turner right-footed, looking, he could sneak in. Nope, Hedge is going to collect that close. It was on target. He had to be aware, Hedge, and he's going to look for the counter attack now. Looking for Lemonarski. Tinker looking to have him covered here, and will do so and clear it downfield. Going to go all the way back now to Hedge, and he will send it long. Owen can only head it, and he can only head it out. So yeah, Retford actually have their Retford United, I do apologise, only have their season start on Saturday. It's really quick, and they only found out their fixtures basically over the last couple of days. It's been a long delay on a lot of these fixtures. They are away at Holwell before having their first home game week after against Blackstones. A lot of new fixtures for them. Well, long distances, but long ball's gone forward because Haslam split the defence. Big sliding challenge from Luminarski stops him from being able to do that. But Haslam, he looks like Jack Haslam's skill at the moment seems to be that he can get in between the defenders really well, and those like quite aim balls trying to get beyond it. He's working really well. He's got a lot of pace on him, the striker, who seems young, but he's not. He's actually 27, so he's more hitting towards his peak. He just hasn't played that much football at this level because he was concentrating on his diving career. Charlesworth carry it forward, long ball forward, looking for the runner Marshall, but can be cleared away by the number 5 field send. Stockbridge on the attack again. Marshall's going to put a cross in, just a bit over hit, but it's going to fall here to Deacon on the left wing. Back it goes to O'Connor, trying to open his body up, going to take the shot, but it's blocked. Going to be headed away by Field's End and out for a throw-in. Stocksbridge have been the better side in the first 15 minutes of this game. They lead 1-0. Tinker with a throw, thrown down the field to Marshall. Chests it down well to the edge box and backs out to Tinker. Right footed ball in. Deacon tries to get the flick on it just over him. Tried to be touched away by Finlaw, but Stocksbridge recycled. Charlesworth touches it on to Haslam, who's on the right wing. Puts it in the middle to Marshall. And he'll go down the right hand side and tries to put the low ball in, blocked. It will be a corner kick. Marshall showing a better end product today, getting corners rather than hitting them, and creating chances than it was at Farsley on Friday night. Close to Allcroft. Sorry I'm late, but good so far. Keep it up, lads. Who scored? Danny Deacon scored. Hence why there's a little football by his name as this ball's clipped in. Far post header. Great save, Hedge. God, it could be 3-0 here. That was a great, I think it was Haslam again there with a header from close range. Hedge makes a fantastic save from just a couple of yards out. It's another one where I think the Steels could say, why have we not scored that? Turner will go to take this corner kick from the left-hand side. Turner with a good chance to whip the ball in. Right-footed, high, lofted ball, going to go towards the far post, headed in by Owen, and I think Marshall might have blocked it off his own line from his own player. He tries to stick a foot in to stop it being cleared eventually. Retford United do. Big ball forward now. Charlesworth will head it back though. Butterworth chests it down, going backwards at the moment, but touches it on Tig, but it's intercepted by the number 6. And Retford though tried to get the attack going after Champion's interception, but it's Turner on the ball now. Deakin on the left-hand side. Back now to Turner. Ball forward, looking for that run of O'Connor. Gets it. Puts the ball beyond him, and it's going to go to Deakin. Deakin back to Haslam, and blocked before it can get to him. Owen Fieldsen doing some good work in defence for the away side. The Badgers looking to pounce at any moment. Owen with a throw. Owen perhaps could have had a goal there, but I think Marshall may have blocked that passage shot going through. Tinker, throw down the line. Haslam will try to head it on, but can only head it out of play. Retford United will get the ball back with a throwing. 18 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to the Steelers. The goal coming on the 2nd minute by Danny Deakin. Hold it forward. Tinker will head away. Finlaw, who we haven't seen much of for a while, has got the ball now. Trying to avoid pressure from Deakin. Does do so. Slips it through to Knight, who carries on forward. Over to Pemberton. Sliding challenge from Charlesworth stops that, and then Butterworth makes sure that don't continue. Throwing to the away side. Pemberton will have this throwing. Throwing down here to Knight, and it's going to ricochet off Butterworth and go out for a corner kick for the away side. Would be a gut punch. I know it's only a friendly, but Stocksbridge have been so dominant in this game. Could have been 3-4-0 up with some of the chances. Jonathan Hedges made some good saves. It would be awful for the Seals to concede from a set piece like this after being so strong, and it would be lots of bad memories of last season, which despite a much changed team, we don't want those same problems coming back up. Here comes the corner, look for the far post, almost loops in, and not far. Charles, I think, will say he had it covered over on that far post, but that's why you have players on the far post. A lot of modern teams now don't put players on the posts, which I think makes the traditionalists that we will see at non-league games have an aneurysm. And to be honest, me as well. Garman will go over to take this goal kick. Also in their fixtures for Retford United, what the games they'll be looking forward to is that big local derby against the other Retford who's joined them in that Midlands League. That will take place on Boxing Day at home for, and then on the final day of the season. Could you imagine if Retford United needed promotion and then on the last day and they needed to beat their rivals? That could be one of your best or worst days of football. Flicked on here for Retford. Watson trying to get away from his marker. He's doing well carrying this ball over on the left wing now. Gets it back into the middle. Oh, looking for the shot. It curls high and wide. Found some space well, Kieran Harrison then, but wasn't able to keep his shot down, and it wasn't testing Harry Gartman in that net. Harry Gartman, who is kept his first clean sheet of pre-season in that match against Fars Celtic. The clean sheet against Woolwell was done by the Henry Hamshot and the trialist keeper. I can't remember what letter we gave him, and we haven't done what some non-league teams have done and given all their trialists catchy names. Charlesworth touch it forward and into the middle where Fieldsen intercepts. Haslam's robbed Fieldsen. Haslam tried to look for the pass, but well cut out by Kane. Now Retford United look to build. Back it goes now to West. West will give it all the way back to Hedge. Hedge takes touch and he will send it long now onto the right-hand side with Mlynarski, and into the middle for Kane, who will take his touch and look to switch it. He's looking for Pemberton. Pemberton will head it into the middle. It's a heavy touch behind him, and that allowed Phillips to get a tackle in. Butterworth will now try and carry this forward, but he loses the ball to Pemberton, and now there's an attack on Harrison trying to bundle his way into the box. Back goes to Pemberton, whose shot is not particularly impressive. That was a very high looping shot that might hit the fence, or the bench, I'm meaning, over on the far side. Hey, that bench has moved forward. It's a short goal kicking non-league, everyone, as it's past shot to Phillips, who then chips it over his pressing man to Charles. If he has to turn the ball, gets his foot stuck on the ball, and then Finlaw gets on it. Finlaw's looking for a shot. He's going to lay it to the side beyond Harrison. Tinker gets another foot in and it ricochets, but then the could bounce off the ground, takes it out the box. Garman just has to row Zed that one out for a throw. And it goes, almost takes out a ball boy. I hope he's insured. As Kane on the ball for Retford now, and he presses it forward, flicked on to Harrison, who takes a shot. It's over, and United have been improving over the last 5 minutes of the game, though their shots haven't really tested Garman yet. 23 gone, it's 1-0 to the Steels from that second minute goal from Danny Deacon. Pete Goldstraw is taking to management. He's shouting out his orders like he's been on the touchline for 20 years. Alex Ferguson would be proud. I think and Garman sends the ball long, headed away, but only to O'Connor. O'Connor will look to carry this forward. He's been tackled, and back it goes before Tinker sends it long. We head away, and then big boot away by West. Goes out here to the number 7 Knight, and tries to head it beyond Charles. If Charles has the first cover, and Charles has to stick his foot in to stop him going any further forward. With Phillipson now, who lays out to Marshall. Marshall's now going to test his fullback, test Pemberton. Tommy trying to get beyond him, but well covered by Pemberton, and allows Field to get onto it. But Field on the pass back to Butterworth. Touches heavy though, and that ends up going back now. It's for a throw-in. So ball going for it in the middle, and Watson sends it forward, but no one will get onto that. It's coming back with Garman. Ball down to Tinker. Sends it forward, looking for Marshall, and he's over on the left wing at the moment. Looking to switch and take on Mlynarski for a bit. He's going to try and cut in on the inside here, and he's been tracked all the way, no chance for a shot. And now he's ended up on the right wing, laid off to Charles. If Marshall wants it back, he's going to get it back. Trying to get to the touchline, puts the cross in, blocked by West, who tracked him all the way to another corner. Here comes the corner in, and Hedge misses the header, and it's going to brobble out in the 6-yard area. It's an absolute scramble. It's ended up in. Elliot Owen is the man who's going to claim it, and no one else seems to be disputing him, but that's what happens when you're 6'4". It's his very first appearance in a Steel shirt. And Elliot Owen. And Elliot Owen taps in from about a yard out. It's sending the kids behind the goal. Absolutely crazy. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Elliot Owen bundles in.
Elliot Owen.
Not a bad way to introduce yourself to your new set of fans. Tommy Marshall didn't look like he was arguing for it anyway. I think it was the other man closest to the ball. So we are going to go with Elliot Owen, and then we're going to get shouted at by the person who actually scored when we get full time. I mean, just one. So back now with And now it's back in defence, and Hedge will clear it out, but it will go beyond Charles out for a Steele's throw-in. That goal coming on the 26th minute for Stocksbridge Park Steels. They lead 2-0. Goals from Danny Deacon and Elliot Owen, two of the new signings. Charlesworth sends it over the top. Going to be a header away from Marshall before being clear away. Back to Turner. He looks to switch around, but he has to get back to Phillipson. Now with Butterworth, lays it back to Turner. Will look to find the ball for Tinker here on the left-hand side. It's good for Tinker. Holds touch, tries to get the cross block, and it's blocked and then cleared away. Back now for Deacon. Back for Turner, who will try to fit the ball into the middle. Butterworth chests it down. He's been forced backwards, and he gets beyond his man, and he'll look to switch it, but it's a poor switch. Marshall does really well with a bit of an overhead kick to keep it in. Back with Charlesworth now for Marshall. Marshall is looking to get past two men. I think that might be a bit much for him. Instead, he's just realised that. Gives it back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will put the cross in, looking for Haslam, head away from him, and then cleared away by Finlaw, but only to Tinker. They're going to find Deacon now, but Deacon's going to get robbed of the ball by Kane, and Kane looks to carry it forward. Back to Finlaw it goes. Back in, and then back into defence for West on the right hand side. Back to Mlynowski to Finlaw, who thought about a long range pass, but then will give it back into his defence. Back to Champion, then over to Fieldsen, Mr. Beard himself. It is a proper Viking effort, that. Kane switch player looking over for Pemberton, volley crossing, and it loops over the bar. Will be a goal kick. Been great performance of the Steels so far. That lead 2-0. 29 minutes gone. Those goals coming from Danny Deacon and Elliot Owen. A lot of pressure is on Elliot Owen's shoulders. He comes in as an effective replacement for Charlie Oglesby, who won 2 Player of the Season awards last summer, added on to the other Player of the Season award he won the year before, and his place in the Northern Premier League Team of the Year the season we reached the playoffs. Obviously, he's just shown there with the problems he caused in the box, what he can do in an opposition box. He's dealt with the attacks, and Kieran Watson, who's a very lively, irritating attacker to deal with, used to score 30 plus for Hallam every year. As a ball sent long for Hallam, he could have an attack here. Hallam on the left-hand side, he's got Marshall in the middle. Haslam now has Deacon as an option. Haslam wants to go out on his own. He's going to find Butterworth on the edge of the box. Butterworth takes his time, maybe too long. Shot is deflected out to the right side. Attack still ongoing with Marshall. Marshall going to try and find the cross in. It's blocked. Back for Butterworth, who takes a shot, blocked away, and then head away on the edge of the 6-yard area. And then eventually going to fall for Harrison, but he's clearly blocked, and it's back with Haslam, who's on that left-hand side and trying to find his space through and going to put the cross in, deflected. No one in the middle for that one, though, and Retford United will be able to deal with that one fairly simply. In the middle now with Finlaw. Appeals for a free kick, but I think that was advantage given by the referee. Over on the right wing now it goes. Going to go into the corner flag now, trying to get past Owen. And there's Owen doing his defensive work. Good tackle. And then gets a shove in his back and ends the free kick. He does come with rave reviews from Pontefract Collieries, our rivals here at Step 4 and just up the road from us. And it's just like we've not seen anything of him yet, and you just wonder what he's going to be like when he puts on the shirt and plays. And so far, so good. Turner carrying it forward. Charlesworth will get it back to him. Marshall is doing a run here, and he's going to be found on this run, and he's beyond his man, and he's going to try and get it past Knight here, but he's going to be blocked if he gets to the touch line. Got a few options. He's going to try and get it to the edge of the box to Turner, but his touch takes him out further to the right and more into this congested space that's developed on the right wing. Turner's just managed to move back in the centre and see that pass back from Charlesworth, then back to O'Connor, then back to Turner, but he's going to get robbed of the ball by Kane. And then he's going to be forced backwards, being harassed by O'Connor. O'Connor gets to tackle him, but then it's back into the Retford United defence, who boot it away with a bitter effort. Then the clearance goes out. It'll be a throw-in now. 31 minutes gone in this game. It's 2-0 to the Steels. with Pemberton for this throw-in. And we are looking like we're going to have a brief stoppage for a drinks break at the moment. So, oh well, for Stocksbridge so far, they've had plenty of attacks. They could be more than 2-0. There's been plenty of chances. Alex O'Connor could be on the score sheet. Owen could have had 2 by now. Haslam could have had 1 as well. It's been a really good first half. And it might be easy to go, oh, Retford United are step 6. You know, we're 2 divisions ago, we should be playing like this. But Retford United are a team with some good resources behind them. They got over 93 points in that incredibly competitive Northern Counties last year, where 3 teams got 100 points. It was one of the most insane leagues you'll ever see, with Parkgate, Beverley, Shirebrook all over 100 points. Wakefield, can you imagine getting 97 points in a league and not being promoted? I think 93 is bad enough that Retford United got. They're going to be right up there in the Midlands Division 1 next year. And to be honest, if they get promoted, I wouldn't be shocked to see them push to re-enter our league in the Northern Premier League the year after. So don't write this off as a result. I guess it's pre-season and all that, but this isn't us just beating a team a few divisions below at home. It is a good performance against a team that is almost season ready. Charles with a nice little flick away, but he's going to get pressed here by Kane, and Kane's robbed Charlesworth. Kane is going to bundle down this left-hand side. Has to be passed back to Pemberton though. Charlesworth blocked him off. Crossing by Pemberton. Owen, big strong header away. And it now falls to Deacon, who will try and get this launch and attack. Ball going forward now, looking for Haslam. He's trying to bend off West here. He's going to try and go beyond him on that left wing. Got Marshall in the middle as an option, and he is in that area now where he's going to look for that option. But then he's going to go down under a slight bit of pressure. This is when the fact his previous career might be used as a joke against him, as he went down a bit easy. But he does end up in Hedges' arms. We'll try and see. We might try and ask him if he can get Tom Daly down for a match after the Paris Olympics are done. Finlaw stumbles over himself before Turner gets the ball, switches it out to Marshall. He's got a lot of space to work with, Marshall, and get up to some speed. He's into the box on the right wing, Marshall. Few footsteps and then loses it. He tried the step overs, he tried to be a fancy Dan, and then ends up kicking the ball away from himself. That's one there he's going to get a bit of a barracking for. If you pull that off, you get all the plaudits in the world. If you don't pull it off, you get laughed at and socks thrown at you in the dressing room. Sinker on the left-hand side and into the middle to Turner. Over to O'Connor, who gets stopped by a good block tackle by Finlaw. Has the ball now, and he will then pass it back to Kane on that right-hand side. I swear, half the people in this Retford United team are blonde-haired with beards. Makes me identifying them a bit tricky at times. But every commentator has their trait for trying to identify players without having to on the team sheet constantly, and hair and facial features are mine, and it's not going me well for this one, I'll be honest. Kane another ball, back to Finlaw. Right footed ball, switching it over to Marski. Stumbled a bit, but collects it anyway, covered by Tinker. And back in the middle to Kane. Kane takes the touch, he's going to look for Pemberton on that left-hand side. Pemberton right side, into the box it goes, but the offside flag is up. That seems to be something they're targeting Retford United at the moment. They seem to like to switch that ball in, looking for Pemberton to head it back in to the 6-yard area. I think because Pemberton does have the height on both Charlesworth and Marshall, it's worked actually fairly well so far, and I won't be shocked to see maybe Phillipson or Owen, well Phillipson in particular as he's taking the right of centre defence, just peel over a bit to try and stop Pemberton from being able to do that. Back with Garman, who sends it long. Headed away and out for a throw-in. Charlesworth will throw it back to Phillipson. Takes the touch and will wait for an option, and he's getting a bit impatient about it. Being harassed as well now by Champion. His family singing Queen song, I believe. It's accurate. As the ball goes forward, looking for Haslam. Big header away by Field's End. Turner will head it back. Goes to Finlaw, chests it down, foot to Kane, and over to the right side, but it's cut out, and Tinker cuts out well, but then he ends up tripling Mlynarski as he was trying to go forward, and it's a quickly taken free kick from the away side. Kane carried it forward, switch it over looking for Finlaw. Charlesworth reads it, heads it forward to Haslam, tries to chest it control, tries to use the header to find Marshall. Does do so. A header as good as a pass on that occasion. He's got Fieldend all around him. Marshall has to pass it back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth has options as he comes forward into the middle to Deacon. The space opens up to him, lays it back to Charlesworth across the 6-yard area. Just needs tapping in and eventually does make it in the back of the net. It's Jack Haslam. I think Mlynarski has cost his team a goal there because his touch has given it right back into Haslam's path and he's touched it in. So Jack Haslam with the final touch before it goes in. At the very least, we're going to give it to him. Yeah. I think Mlynarski ended up touching it back into his path and Haslam getting the final touch.
And a score for Stocksbridge, number 9, Jack Haslam.
And it's 3-0 to the Steels. Jack Haslam having scored in every pre-season friendly he's played in so far. And it's a very, very positive performance. That goal coming on the 37th minute. And Finlaw carrying the ball away. Goes through to the middle to Watson. Out to the right here. To Knight, and he'll be tackled. Back he goes to Harrison, who puts it back to the right, and then into defence it goes. And Haslam trying to cause problem, and he does. Gets it to Butterworth. Butterworth is going to look to find Marshall. Is it a bit too overhit? Yes, it is, and he's going to stay in the box as well for Hedge to collect. Marshall trying to get on the end of it. In the midfield now with Kane, and now with Finlaw. Finlaw trying to dictate where he wants his pass to go. He ends up giving back to Kane. Marshall trying to rob him of it. Ball's going to be switched over to the right wing tonight. Takes the touch. Force backing into the middle to Kane. Then over to Finlaw, who's got a bit of space here and evades a tackle from Turner as he goes to the right hand side. Switches out to Knight on this right wing. Low crossing. Owen clears it at the near post. It'll be a throw-in over on the right wing. 39 minutes gone. 3-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. A very positive pre-season performance so far. Going to Finlaw now. Not a great touch, but he wasn't being pressed. To Kane, and then forward to Harrison, who is being pressed, and then back it goes to Kane. Actually, it's a number 14 that's on, and then Stocksbridge running high up. Butterworth will look to find Marshall. It's a great pass from Butterworth. Marshall on the right wing. He's isolated Fieldend. Marshall looking to go down the wing, slows it down and maybe just a bit too slow there and delaying on his options, and then we'll take past Fieldend, puts the cross in, blocked, and back with Marshall, who is trying to get the ball back to Charlesworth at the moment, but he's just having to go it on his own. Back now it does go to Charlesworth, to Turner. Turner is going to clip a ball in, looking for Butterworth, gets the header, it's 4-0! That is as clean a header as you'll see. Turner with a fantastic ball into the box. Butterworth peels off his man, and a beautiful header at the far post from the new signing from Brighouse. It's 4-0 to the Steels. Ashley Butterworth with the header at the far post.
Score for Stocksbridge, Ashley Butterworth.
I think it's fair to say this is the Steels' best performance in pre-season so far. And I can hear the kids over there are taunting Jonathan Hedge in the Retford United goal. And Ian Richards, are you listening over in Spain? Sometimes he does listen to this apparently, and if he does, I'm going to get a very angry WhatsApp in about 5 minutes' time. It's a management masterclass from Pete Goldthrough and Jordan Lemon as Charlesworth comes forward, and Stocksbridge going to go for 5 before the break. Marshall on the right wing, putting a low cross in, it's beyond everyone, back to Butterworth, takes a shot, maybe he should have shot with that one, he's still on the ball. Back it goes to Turner. Turner taking the shot, and it's not with Hedge the keeper, it's in the hedge behind the goal. That's the best line I'm doing all season, guys. It's as good as it's going to get. 41 minutes gone in this game. It's Stocksbridge Park Steels 4, Retford United 0. To Allcroft, are they all going to get a goal? Well, no, probably not Jack Tinker. I think Jack sometimes listens back to these for reasons I can't work out. I'm going to get an angry text from him at some point as well. Ball clear for Retford United, and Garman will go collect. It is only pre-season before we get too excited. We've been saying that when we've been losing to when we lost to Goldcar and Anza, saying that, so fair to say it now as we are picking up an impressive win so far. And obviously we'll see lots of changes in the second half, which will disrupt the rhythm, and we'll see a lot. Charles have taken the touch in his own half. Back to Garman, his way after his goal, and that was a dangerous pass that just gave me a little heart attack. Watson, I think if he was a bit livelier, could have got onto that. Owen clears it upfield, can't reach Haslam though, and will now go all the way back to Hedge. Hedge will now send it down the line, and Tinker will hedge back, but on to Knight on the right wing. I can see a number 14's on for Retford United. No idea who he's come on for, no idea who he is. I love pre-season sometimes. Finlaw, lovely, clever little touch from him to get past Butterworth. Lays it through. Over Harrison, who's trying to get all the way through. Stopped by Owen, 2 tackles on him, gets it away from him. Butterworth then trying to get past Finlaw, and he does. And despite the touch from Finlaw, lays it off to O'Connor. O'Connor will now left to Deacon on the left-hand side. Then back it goes to Tinker, then to O'Connor, switched out to Phillipson, takes the touch under him, and then over to Charles. Charles is going to send it out, looking for Turner, but Finlaw reads that pass well. Turner's going to go in a tackle. Both are going 50-50. Turner is one who got away with it, but then Fields then reads it and will carry it forward into the middle to Kane. Oh, now onto the right hand side to Mlinarski. Middle now to Kane. Takes a short pass over to Fields then, who just lets it go actually to Finlaw. Now forward it goes onto the left wing for Champion, but then Charles have boots it in, and did that hit someone? I don't think it was far off hitting someone. Smashed into one of the wooden chairs. I think Charles would have to pay for that if he broke it. But it is a throw in for Retford United. We're closing at the end of this first half. It's 44 minutes gone. Pemberton throws it into the middle, and Kane reads it, and then over to Pemberton on the left. Clip ball into the middle. Nice little header from that number 14, but Garman reads it well, and it is our time. Well, would you believe it at the moment? It's plenty of goals for Stocksbridge. Been absolutely stunning. That first goal from Danny Deakin, clever little touch on the edge of the box before firing it in after initial good play from Jack Haslam. The second goal going from Elliot Owen, he bundled in from about a yard out from a corner. Jack Haslam got the third. Minarski's mistake, played the ball back to Haslam with a few yards in front of goal before Ashley Butterworth, a lovely header from a fantastic Curtis Turner ball. It is at half-time, Stocksbridge Park Steels 4, Retford United 0. Hello and welcome here to the commentary of the pre-season friendly between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Retford United. I'm your commentator for the second half, Adam Allcroft. It is 4-0 to the Steels here. Goals from Danny Deacon, Elliot Owen, Jack Haslam and Ashley Butterworth have put Steels in this commanding lead going into the second half. But it's all about the warm-up, all about the minutes in the legs though. Retford maybe would have liked a better performance with them being just 4 days away from their opening game against, and I had it earlier because it's a team I'd never heard of before, Holwell. So the Steels have made a couple of changes in the second half, so we'll just let you know about them. Henry Hampshire has come on. He's going to replace Harry Garman in the goal. Then we have Declan Childs. He will come on for Curtis Turner, while trialist A has replaced goal scorer Danny Deacon. So just 3 changes. We expect more changes around the 70th minute mark. Standing over the ball is Declan Childs as we prepare to get underway for this game. I can't see Retford United made any more substitutes. Liam Owen is that number 14 that came on earlier. He's on the right wing at the moment. He had the header at the end of the game in the first half. His final OKs from our referee. His final 2 checks, and here we go. So the Steels get this second half underway. They're in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Retford United are in the red kit with white trim, with red shorts, red socks from the right. Butterworth has just got into the box already, cleared away, but only to Haslam, still in the box. He's trying to go away. It's a touch away, and it's going to be a corner kick. Champion with the final touch, and it will be a corner for the Steels. Retford United were appealing against the corner, but I don't think they had a chance. So within a minute, we've got a corner. Steele scored from one corner. They bundle it in. Elliot Owen scoring that second goal of the game. We're going to the far hand side over the top to Phillipson, but his passing has been blocked, and it will be carried away by Liam Owen. But that's for blocked by Tinker, who's going to return it to Phillipson, who's on the right wing. Unusual position for him. He's going to loop a ball in, lucky for Haslam. Haslam gets his header, but the pressure from the defender means he doesn't get much power onto it. Looped into Hedges' arms, but good work to get something off. 1 minute gone in this first half, 46 minutes gone in the game. Well, we've got a challenge for you, and that clap probably ruined you, sorry. On Friday, we challenged all our listeners. Who was the furthest person from us? Who's the one listening from furthest away? Because quite a few of you are on holiday. We know that you are enjoying yourselves abroad, but want to know what's going on with the Steels in pre-season, as we're just trying to see Retford go forward, but that pass was blocked by Owen, and it'll go back to Hampshire. So we want to know who the furthest away is. Our winner on Friday night, it was Richard Chatterton. He was listening from Vienna, the capital of Austria, one of the great cities in the world. It's one of my favourite cities anyway. So we want to see, can we get further away than Vienna? I know some of you go to some exotic locales. It's not just Skegness. So maybe we can see it. And Tommy Marshall's just burst on the right wing here. Slide challenge from Findlay goes in. I think it may have took a touch off Marshall last, and that's what the referee's going to say will be a goal kick. So that's it. So if you have you're listening from far away, the furthest, let's try and get further than Vienna. Let's try and see if we can get someone on the opposite side of the world who's listening to this commentary. Do comment in the YouTube chat, or just comment wherever you're listening from. I want to see who the furthest way today is as well. Though I suspect it's going to end up being somewhat a bit disappointing, and it could end up just being I'm listening from Mansfield. Manarski on the ball, in the middle to Finlow, sent one long one. Hampshire for his goal kick. It'll be the first time he takes a touch in this game. Has several spells with us. He's currently in college in America, training with us before he heads back to the States. All going long here. It's going to be Manarski. The trial is challenging for it now. Haslam also doing so, but I think maybe just caused more problems than for his own team. But once we've charged down that clearance, and Marshall blocked the second one, eventually Fieldson heads it away. And then it's Childs who tries to get involved, but he loses out the ball. Then Connor has it, and he's going to turn really well Tries to lay a pass off just a bit deep for Haslam. Haslam gets a touch onto it. Back for Childs, who's going to go forward with it. Childs lays a pass through over to O'Connor. O'Connor takes a shot. It's just one great save by Hedge. I thought it was just going to peel wide of his outstretched arm. It's a great save by the Retford United keeper. Lovely ball from Declan Childs, who was really impressed in pre-season. O'Connor with a really smart looking finish to begin with, but Hedge with the outstretched hand stops it from becoming 5. It's a corner kick to the Steelers. And according to our fans in the stand here, Alex O'Connor is on fire. Here comes a looped in cross up to the far post, but it's gone out before it can do anything. A disappointing corner from Declan Childs after that great ball. I'm trying to listen to what the kids are chanting. They're saying, "We love you, Kevin." I don't think we have a Kevin. I'm wondering if that's what they've decided to name the trialist. We do have this habit at this club, and I think a few other clubs do it, where they just decide to randomly name some of the trialists so they can try and work out who they like and talk about it rather than saying trialist A, B, C, D, E, F. As Hedge clears the ball downfield, headed on by Owen to Watson, takes the touch. I think handled with his arm, but advantage given, so I'm guessing the handball came first from the Steels. Over on the left wing now for Retford United, trying to get past Charlesworth, cut back, and that allows Childs to come in, but then back it goes before Butterworth gets a tackle in, and it's still with the number 8. Came before the ball goes in, loft the ball in, goes to the right side to Watson, takes a shot, side netting. That's poor from the Steelers defence to let Watson so loose on the right wing, on the edge of the 6-yard area on that right-hand side. Normally, he takes those chances. I say he's a regular goal scorer in step 5 and step 6, especially in Northern Counties for Hallam over the last few years. That time, though, I think he was going for the near post. Hampshire had it covered as well, but it went in, spooled wide into that side netting. Steels get a let-off. It's best chance for Retford United in this game. 50 minutes gone. Ball going far forward. Bounces over the top. West will clear. Charlesworth is going to try and head this away, but it's headed beyond him, but only back for Owen, who clears it away. Good little touch by the trialist, who chests it past the defender before collecting himself. Back to Butterworth, who then lays it off for Childs, who comes forward, but that pass will be inside champion, and back it goes into defence, and they clear it down to Watson, who's on the left wing, looking for the pass beyond to champion again, but cut out by Charlesworth. Back it goes now to Hampshire, now to Owen, and to O'Connor, and back it goes Phillipson. We have changed settings on our microphone to try and open up the noise more with the stadium noise, so you do hear some of the atmosphere created within Brackenmore and the various other stadiums we'll be visiting over the year. Hopefully you'll get a bit more of a flavour of it rather than just hearing my voice and hearing you go dead silent when I'm not speaking, which makes it eerie. And back now for Phillipson, sending it long, trying to see if Chasm can get on the end of it, but it's going to be covered and then caught by Hedge. Hedges. Do you think they changed the goalkeeper? Retford United, we'll have a check on the Retford United Twitter, see if they say anything. So the Retford United goalkeeper, Retford United haven't said anything on their Twitter about changing goalkeeper. I'll be honest, I didn't have much of a look at him, but he does look a bit different now you say so. The Kia give me some help, am I right? So we'll just call him goalkeeper for now. It was the goalkeeper that made that great save from Alex O'Connor earlier. Ball going long here, but headed away by Fields End. That was a high foot from Declan Childs. Surprised that wasn't cut out, but Butterworth tried to burst forward, but deflected. Goes to Champion. He's on the left wing now, trying to go through. Childs blocks him off, and then eventually Charlesworth robs him of the ball, though it bounces out, and it will be actually a Stocksbridge. Came off Champion last. Here on the right hand side to O'Connor, back it goes to Charlesworth. back now to Hampshire in the Stocksbridge goal. We'll lay it off of that to Phillipson. Forward to Butterf, lays it off for Charles, but he's going to be taken away that ball by Finlaw. Now here it comes down the left wing. Retford United bursting forward, but then forced backward. Butterf covering well. Back to Finlaw, who will, I think he will be looking to switch. He has some options on that switch, but instead he's going to take the short option to Kane. Kane will now get it over to that right side to Mlinowski, who slips, but then get it through the legs of Butterworth. And then here comes a low cross in, deflected and cleared away by Phillipson. Not fully away yet though, headed back in, but Phillipson will flick it and it'll go behind the goal. It'll be a corner kick for Retford United. They have looked better in this second half. 54 minutes gone so far. Here comes the corner kick from Retford United. Everyone in the 6-yard area. Loop ball in and then headed away by Childs at that near post, and then appeals for a free kick because Butterworth was pushed over, not given. On the right-hand side here, Heels then puts the ball into the middle to Kane, lays it off the right, but little back heel in the box, and then the shot is right at Hampshire. It's the clever little play from Retford United, who looked very good in this second half so far. Butterworth, very heavy dribble, and I think that makes him stumble a bit to try and catch up, and then, well, he's been a bit in the walls, Butterworth. Poor pass from Retford United. Tinker will charge forward, lace pass through, look for Haslam. Will the flag go up? The flag will go up. It was close run thing, because the thing is, Retford United have got all frustrated with that misplaced pass. I thought maybe that was just onside, because they just turned off to be angry at each other for a bit. But no, unfortunately, Haslam mistimes that one. It will be a free kick. Stocksbridge on the attack again. They've won the ball. Marshall going down the right wing, tries to find Haslam. It's blocked and will go back to the Retford United goalkeeper, who may or may not be a hedge. They're doing live toys, so at least we can try and gather some of the names sometimes. I've been using that. Retford United are doing live coverage of their friendly today, which helps us because we can go and work out some of the players. There's Owen, one of the players we did work out through their tweets. We tried to get on the ball, but Owen was there to clear away. "56 minutes gone in this friendly. Retford are preparing a substitute. It's a mysterious 17. And he's going to replace Kieran Watson. Come on, Retford United Twitter, save the day for me. And tell me who it is. Pardon? Yates. So it's Yates has come on for Retford United, for Watson. Ball going long, but then cleared away by Stocksbridge, and Declan Childs will get around. Nice little pass to Butterworth. Lays it off for Marshall on the right wing. It's a good pass for Marshall. He's going to go on his own. He's got option of Charles ahead of him as well, but then doubles back and lays it off to Charlesworth, and Marshall tried to go on the run beyond him, but Charlesworth didn't find him. Does pass it to Marshall now. Facing up with Champion, gets beyond Champion. Great work from Marshall. Into the box. Lays it back looking for Haslam, blocks it before he can get to him, and then Butterworth tries to block it, drilled away, put through his legs, and now it's cleared away by West. Butterworth is the trialist, is trying to just stop that going away, but it'll be cleared away, and then but he does, and then Hampshire will return it. Trialist will not go anywhere near that one. Kane heads that one back. That is actually Yates, who's got the captain's armband now. Finlaw lays the pass through the middle, but it's going to be back with the keeper. It's actually Brandon Kane who's gone off, not Kieran Watson. Everyone's got a beard in this Retford United team. It does make it slightly tricky. I'm surprised Gillette's not giving them a sponsorship at this rate. Marshall robs the ball well. Marshall in his own half at the moment, tries to get beyond lucky for Butterworth. Touch behind him, and that makes losing. Finlaw doing well. Carrying the ball forward into the midfield it goes to Harrison, then over on that left wing for the away side. Looking to get back into this game. Switch play and then touch back to Finlaw. Tried to get the ball forward, but that's deflects off their own man, off Manarski, and then O'Connor gets it. O'Connor with the ball now. He turns well, avoiding O'Connor, and will pass it back now to Hampshire, then forward to Phillipson. He touch forward now to Charlesworth. Long ball forward, but a bit aimless, and that does allow the number 5 Fieldson to come in and clear it away. Butterworth will head it right back, though Haslam will challenge for it. Goes down under pressure of Pemberton, and he was actually going to stay down Haslam. I think he's claiming he got hit in the head by that. No malice in it from Pemberton at all. But it is going to be a concern. Oh, it is Hedge, because here comes the reserve keeper. As Retford make about 8 substitutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 substitutes there. Got half right. Half right. It's called exaggeration for comic effect. One day I will not be heckled on the commentary.
Only when I'm not here.
You know, this opens up now. They might actually be able to hear you.
Oh, good.
No swearing.
You'll have a famous one day.
Martin, our stadium announcer. As that ball forward is covered by Owen, who will clear that away. Tried to get it to Butterworth, but he's tackled. And Retford United have been a lot better in this second half. Come out much improved. Ball clips on and is blocked and out for a throw. Stocksbridge haven't really had a chance yet. I've got to say, some of the substitutes that Stocksbridge have on the bench have got younger. I think it was some of our ball boys returning. So. As Finlaw switches the ball really well over to the right side to this number 12. Number 12 Retford putting the ball in the middle, well cleared by Owen. Butterworth can't get a touch onto it. The 16 of Retford, and then Childs gets flipped into the air, and out down he goes for a free kick. I'm going to tell you, Jack Haslam had done that in the Commonwealth Games and then had no splash. It would have been about an 8.0. It was some good rotation from Declan Childs. He went flying. Hampshire going long, headed away by Fieldsend. Into middle, Butterworth gets the touch, and Charles will then head it way back to Hampshire. He's going to be under some pressure, but he allowed through in his box and picks it up. 61 minutes gone in this game. And it's going to be Hampshire's kick now. Ball going forward, now looking for Haslam. Chester down beyond Haslam, back to Finlaw. He'll return it to this new goalkeeper. Out now to Yates. Right footed ball forward. Headed away by Phillipson. Back to the number 8 Kane, and then now for Tinker. Ball flipped forward, looking for Haslam, but it's aimless. These balls forward have not worked as well in the second half as they did the first, but O'Connor's pressure might do so, but Finlaw does a good job to escape that. That's number 12, who's been forced backward by the trialist. Back into defence, and then long it goes. Owen heads away. Butterworth knocks it down well, but only a Retford United man will be able to get onto it. Ball clipped forward. I think Phillipson then maybe just got away on Watson, a little push on his back, and goes out for a throw-in. Retford United on the attack at the moment. Throwing into the middle to Finlaw. Takes the touch, then over onto the left-hand side to Pemberton. Cross going in, very high cross. And Henry Hampshire, as he was waiting for that to go over, does a pull-up. I think he was just showing off on that occasion. Hampshire sends it long. Looking for Butterworth, but it's headed away from him. Go back to O'Connor, trying to get back to Tinker, and he will send it down the line. But it's actually going to. Oh, it's gone. I was thinking, surely it's gone out, and not. But then eventually the linesman does agree. There's a throw into Retford United, who said a few times they are a lot better in the second half. Stocksbridge haven't really had a chance. They've had one chance on goal. That Alex O'Connor effort being played through by Childs. Not really seen many steals attacks come to much since then. Going along, Owen can only hit it behind, and he's going to only be able to add that for a corner. Yeah. First time I've really seen Owen make a bit of a slip up in this game. Retford United have the chance from a set piece. Wave this corner on that right hand side. Many of the Retford players gathered around that penalty spot. Different tactic this time. They're now going to run in the 6-yard area. Lots of runs. Good punch away by Hampshire. And then number 16 is going to try and play back in. Fields then will flick it back into the box. Childs heads away. And then it's the trialist who tries to flick it onto Haslam. It's a poor touch from him. He allows to go for a throw in. Retford United will move quick to redistribute play. 12 runs it down, but throws it down, but Tinker heads away. Trialist trying to get away from a tackle. Does get away from a tackle. Carries on forward. Lays it off for Haslam, but blocked. And now back in Retford United possession. Haslam trying to tack it off him. Tumbles over as he does so. Still with Retford United. In the midfield, Finlaw knocks it forward, but blocked by Tinker. But then Finlaw will get it back, and he gets over onto the right wing, through the middle. But then Tinker has that covered, clears it, blocked into the middle. Childs takes the touch, avoids tackle, is going to stumble under a tackle by Finlaw, and then Finlaw will get it back. But that is going to be a free kick for that initial nibble at Childs. And Sam Finlaw gets taunted by the fans. Well, I say used to support him. I think the kids taunting him were probably in reception when Finlaw playing for us a few years ago. It was good to see Hampshire, that really confident punch. I remember the first time Hampshire played for us, it was a debut. He was given an absolute baptism of fire against Worksop Town. Within 5 minutes, Liam Hughes had completely took him out and scored in the process against him. And we had to have a concussion check on him as the trialist keeps him well over there, and he stayed on his feet. Trialist has a chance to run in on the left wing, tries to get beyond his man, but the tackle comes in by Yates, and then he's going to get the ball back and cleared away. Good work by the trialist initially, just couldn't get the final touch right. O'Connor that misses his touch, and it's back with Retford United. Okay, talking about Hampshire, it was absolute baptism of fire, big physical work upside that decided. It's a young goalkeeper, first ever senior match. We're going to bully him, and bullied him well. They did. Completely legal, all the stuff they did, but they made sure he knew he was in the game. Lost 4-1 that one, but since then he's really come on and can see the confidence by punch under a lot of pressure as O'Connor's trying to harass the defence and almost gets the block on the goalkeeper for Retford United. As it's back with Phillipson now. Gets over to Marshall on the right. If he turns, he's got some space in front of him, and he does turn, and that space has opened up for him. He's going to move inside, then go take it out on the outside, misses a tackle, and then here comes a crossing, looping, looking for Haslam, gets the volley blocked, and it's going to be cleared away to the left-hand side. Yade, trialist tries to hook it down, he's going to lose the ball, but he's being forced well wide before Boutat play throwing, going away from the trialist. He made sure that wasn't easy for the defender, and made sure that was a very difficult clearance, and it will be a throw-in for the Steels. 67 minutes gone in this game, and as we can see on the bench by a few of the players getting their shirts on, we will see a few more subs very soon. We've seen the likes of Dan Nelson, Luca DeFalco, Dan Hernandez and Kyle Austin. Tinker trying to throw it down to Haslam, gets beyond his man, stumbles a bit, will get beyond him and then gets hacked at by Finlaw. No free kick given, tries to carry it with a goal kick. So really surprised that's not a free kick, because there was a proper hack from Finlaw on Haslam. Sam Finlaw, very lucky not to be sent off in the friendly against Mansfield Town. Proper foot on ankle stuff from him as O'Connor wins the ball in midfield, carries it forward. Haslam looks to turn his man, he can't do so. Yates does really well to block him in the end, and he clears away, but it's only going to be back for Child. Opens up his body, looks to open up space. It's flipped back by Butterworth by accident. Butterworth is trying to rescue it, does do so, and Goes to put Tom Charlesworth, who's a heavy touching out for a throw-in. Stocksbridge need to get back in position. Butterworth remains down, which is a concern. I think he's one of the players scheduled to come off, so. I think we're about to see those subs now. So here come the substitutes. So we've got DeFalco, Luca DeFalco, Carl Austin, Dan Hernandez, and Dan Nelson. The amount of Alex and Dans we have now. Is Martin going to announce them all? So Jack Tinker and Elliot Owen are two of the people heading off. Tommy Marshall also making his way off, and so is Ashley Butterworth. No, that was not. I think that was originally planned though, so don't read too much into it. Looks like DeFalco is sitting just behind Haslam. And so basically, looks like Stocksbridge have switched to a 4-2-3-1 from their traditional 4-3-3 with O'Connor and Childs in that two midfielder role. I'm not getting into pivots and who the pivot is. That's too much. But Luca DeFalco looks like he will be in central attacking midfield. A different role for him, but we'll be interested to see if that works for him. It's definitely be good to have those tactical options. As Dan Nelson gets an introduction to this game by an absolute shoulder charge by the Retford United attacker, the 14 on the ball, and whose ball, and then back with Nelson, who's back on his feet looking good. Trialist. Back to O'Connor. Evades a tackle, and then we'll look to switch play over to Hernandez on the right wing. Chests it down and tries to turn. Instead, he'll give it back to Austin, who gets tripped and goes out for a throw in. Stocksbridge are not getting anything from this referee. Field end will send it forward, and big head away by Nelson. Looks like Charles is in centre back with Nelson at left. Ball trying to be slipped through to Hernandez. It goes out to DeFalco. DeFalco tries to roll it past his man, but the tackle goes in. The trialist has covered it though. Back to O'Connor. Then to Dan Nelson at left back here. Going forward with it. Nelson trying to flick through to the trialist. Trialist go down the left wing. Tries to get best past one. And almost scores. Oh, it would have been a beautiful goal. The beautiful little trickery to get past his man. Just the finish bled high and wide in the end. But it was all there. You can see Pete Goldshaw and Jordan Lemon were on their feet for that if that had gone in. But the trialist couldn't finish off after great initial footwork. 72 minutes gone. It remains 4-0 to the Stills. Very almost 5. Oh dear. The trialist showing off there to begin with. Just shame about the finish. Just leant back a bit too much and when he needed to keep it low and powerful. Retford, poor pass from Retford, just put it out for a Stocksbridge throw. Stocksbridge, ever since this change of sub, seems to have just got back into it. And seems to have just taken the ascendancy in the game once again. Back with Nelson now. Throwing down line. Headed behind by the number 8. And then Finlaw back to the 8, who just gets up to his feet very quickly. Nelson tries to go in for the tackle beyond him though. Charlesworth will try to champion it. It's beyond him as well. The 18 comes down the right hand side. Charlesworth trying to nibble at his feet, but doesn't do so. Cross going into the middle beyond him, and Austin will clear away. Hernandez is trying to back to help with defence. He does get the ball. Hernandez is now trying to take it beyond his man, but he will lose it. Maybe he should have just took a more sensible option. Big slide challenge from Hernandez. One of those legs clattering into you. He is a man who does not miss leg day, and he has intercepted there Back now to Charles, who's led pass through to Haslam. Haslam with the 17 as he moves onto the right wing. Got options in the middle of the trialist and DeFalco. And then the tackle goes in, blocks out, will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Good work from Haslam there. He's got the throw-in. Austin quickly takes it, back it goes to Hernandez, but then the interception is, but it only goes back into Childs, and O'Connor flicks it over the top. And it's Austin who's here on the right hand side, puts the ball in the middle. The trialist tries to flick it beyond, and then DeFalco has his shot saved, and Fieldton will clear it away. Headed on, and then Fieldton will try to clear it away. Retford United become a lot more physical in the second half, but maybe just getting a bit too ragged, but then O'Connor's clipped his man, and it will be a free kick to the away side. Back to Fieldton here. Ball being clipped forward by Retford, cleared away though by Phillipson into the middle to O'Connor. Now Childs on the ball. Childs, big ball forward here, looking for Haslam. Haslam's going to get beyond him. He's got a load of DeFalco and a load of space in the middle, but he just can't get beyond his man to get the pass in. DeFalco's marked now. Haslam tries to get the ball and deflected across the 6-yard area, and the number 12 heads it back to his keeper. Bang in the middle, Retford United. Ball, they have space in this midfield now. Stocksbridge press many men forward. Long ball forward to the 14. Charles just about heads it away. Goes to Nelson, who left-footed will boot that one away. Fieldton will simply deal with it as Haslam's well offside. Finlock now turns well in the middle to the 18, and then out to the right to this 8. Then out to the 12 and to the 18. In the middle it goes, and out to Fields End to the 18. He's stuck under his feet a bit before getting back to his defence. To the 8. Now to the 12. Charles pressing, but he gets beyond the Charles because of that press. Beat him on it. Gets beyond looking for the 1-2, but Nelson has that covered. It goes out for a throw, and Nelson gets a bit of a battering at the end there. Referee's going to have a chat about that. That would be a yellow card in a normal game. Don't think it'll be the red card. Liv Phillips, our physio, is ready to do physio work if needed. As a chill just enters the Stocksbridge air. It's been a lovely evening here up at Brackenmore. We have a friendly coming up on Thursday against the Chesterfield 11. We'll look forward to seeing that as Nelson will get back to his feet without treatment. And a free kick. It's actually going to be a throw-in, no free kick. Big throw downfield, all the way to the trialist. Really well done. The trialist now looks for the run of Hernandez. Hernandez touches, loops it behind him, unfortunately. If he just got that touch right, he'd have been in. Scored the very first goal of pre-season against Wunwell. Finlaw turns well out of trouble. DeFalco trying to press. Back to the 8, who will send it back to Fields End. Taking it forward. Well, left foot up to switch play over to the 18, and Nelson will head away. The 8 will head it back here to the 18. Got plenty of men round and try to slip through, and that is going to be blocked by Childs. I say, he's had a great pre-season deck, Childs. He's been accomplished in every game, and he's never looked anything other than just being perfect for this side. He just not trying to have long ball forward, looking for Haslam, and the offside flag eventually does go up. Well offside, but that's what Jack Haslam does. He just likes to, I think, hang on his last man, and he'll chance that. And to be fair, with some of the linesmen in our league, I don't blame him for chancing it. He'll probably get caught for some that should count, but he might get some that shouldn't. We don't have VAR at this level. Here come the Retford United coming forward. 78 minutes gone in this game. It remains 4-0 to the Steels. No goals in this second half. Back to the 80. We'll flick it over to Fields End. And in the middle to Finlaw. Finlaw looks to try and get it down the left wing. Austin will hope to have this covered. He does, and He's going to be forced backwards though, and then escape round the outside before clearing away, but only back, well, to a Retford man who comes off the legs, off and out for a throw-in. I'm going to presume Kevin is one of the fans down there from that. I don't know. Retford have won the ball in midfield. Well, number 8 lays it forward. Retford coming further close to goal, but good tackle by O'Connor. Now he's going to try and get down left side. Good burst of pace from O'Connor. O'Connor trying to get down. Lays the ball in the middle to DeFalco. Space is opened up for him. Takes it on the left. Takes it round the right. Takes a shot. Blocked. It was lovely footwork. Smasher. Great save by the goalkeeper. It was O'Connor with a smashing shot. Trialist has it on the left wing. Now back to Nelson. Right-footed ball. Looking for Haslam on the back, but the keeper catches it. It was DeFalco with some classy work. These rolls of the ball that we just so trademark of him. Past the defender twice, the shot and then blocked. Went out to O'Connor, powerful shot but well saved by the diving keeper. Here comes a loop ball in from Stocksbridge. It's blocked and will be a corner kick. Could be 5. Great pre-season for the Steel so. Yeah. Corner kick for the Steels. Plenty of options in the middle. Look at DeFalco, he looks desperate for a goal today. As Declan Childs will go to take this corner. Has had an assist in pre-season. He's put in that beautiful looping pass for Jack Haslam to score the diving header against Rossington. Let's see what his corners are like. Oh, looking for the middle of the 6-yard area, head away to the edge of the area, and Retford will get away. That is a good touch, and it's a good run here. The trialist, though, will, with the tactical foul, little pull of the shirt, a clever foul that would get himself booked in a traditional game, but it's a friendly, you don't book him for something like that. Unless you're that what referee we had against Answorth, who was booking everyone. Loop ball here to left hand side. It's got behind Austin, but Austin's recovered well with a sliding block. Goes back to Hampshire. 81 minutes gone in this game. 4-0 to the Steels it remains. And back with Hampshire. Here comes the big booter ball forward from Hampshire. Head away by Fields End. Over to Childs. Lays it back to Austin, who gets it forward to DeFalco's on the right. Just going in the middle, but cleared away. Hernandez couldn't take it further forward. And back it goes forward and goes to Hernandez. He's going to try and get down the right wing. The afterburners are on. He's on the outside, trying to get the ball in the middle. But it was too powerful and, well, too far wide as well. It's going to be a goal kick. With the thighs he's got, he's going to get some power onto shots, as you saw there. So here comes the goal kick from the Retford keeper. Well, the Charles heads out to the trials, flicks onto DeFalco, chest down well, puts it over the top. It was for Haslam, but he was offside. The trialist almost robs the defender of it. The trialist has been so lively on that left wing today. Wonder if he'll have impressed Pete and Lemon enough for this. Charles wins the ball well, back to Charlesworth, left-footed, sending it long, looking for Haslam, but cleared away by Yates, but can get to him. Now the 12 is trying to get beyond the trialist. The trialist has won the ball, put it through his legs. Now Haslam's going on the goal, lays it off for DeFalco, tries to get beyond the defender. He does it the second attempt, but then the defender's blocking him, tries to roll it beyond, and he's going to go himself, takes a shot, blocked. Back it goes now to Austin, who takes it down. Austin will carry forward, he's going to take the shot, and it's got no power on it, and it's straight at the keeper. 83 minutes gone, closing in on full time. Fantastic pre-season performance from the Steels as O'Connor tries to press and goes back to the keeper who clears away. Comes off the referee who will have to do a bounce ball after that. Deflected very kindly. It was going to be kindly for Stocksbridge, that. Finlaw took the pass there and it's going to have to do it again. And the pass back beyond the referee. This is becoming a bit faulty towers. And here we go, the game is now being restarted. Retford on the ball forward, but it's an overhit pass out for a Steele's throw-in. Ball thrown in the middle to DeFalco, back to Nelson. Ball goes forward but blocked. It's going to loop out for a Steele's throw-in. So back it goes now. Nelson throws in the middle to Charles, back to Nelson. Tries to take it on the end, but he's blocked, but he still gets to the trialist. Back to Charles, puts the ball through to DeFalco. Space opens up, past the first man, the 12 covers well and dispossesses him. He's trying to go further wide. DeFalco will, though, trip him in the box, and it will be a free kick. Allcroft, you can just see he's desperate for that goal, and he's just so unfortunate he's not been able to get it. Has it come off the referee again? No, we weren't. The referee's bored and wants in on this game. Normally when you hear put a red shirt on for the ref, it normally means they're biased to their team in red. This time it just means he's done a few good passes for him. Back now for Retford in defence. Yates will send it long. Looking to get it further forward, headed on, but Charles will touch it away. Charles will keep it in. Good work from him. Put it into the middle to O'Connor. Comfortable on the ball, will get it out to the right, looking for the run of Hernandez, and he's got the pace to beat it. Pemberton gets it at the corner flag. Back it will go to Austin. Loads of space, but back now to O'Connor. Puts the ball in high, lofted ball, looking for Haslam at the far post. A bit too much for him, and will be covered as it goes out for a goal kick. 86 minutes gone, closing in on the end of this game. Forward, and then Charles will end up just having to get it and intercept in. A bit of trickery from Hampshire in his own goal. As he lays it off for Austin on the right. Austin will cut into the middle and turn round his with ease and then get it to O'Connor. O'Connor now trying to do the same thing, but he gets dispossessed, which shows you what Austin did. It's very difficult. Ball into the middle now to the A. To K. They tackle over to 12 on the right. Into the middle again. Ball flicked and intercepted by the trialist who is going to look to get it. Sliding challenge, tries to stop him. Doesn't stop him, but then Finlaw's standing tackle does. Retford United burst forward, but then blocked and no free given. They're appealing for it. Charles tries to put the ball forward to Haslam, who shouted for it, but it's cleared away and he'll be back now with Hampshire. Retford United still have a man down. So we're having a bit of a brief play because the Retford man up front is just getting some treatment. Well, closing in. We're on the 87th minute, so we're only a few minutes away from full time here with a very, very impressive Stocksbridge result here. Danny Deacon putting the Steels ahead with a well-placed effort from the edge of the box. Elliot Owen bundled one in from close range before Jack Haslam made the most of a defensive mistake to score at the far post. Before the end of the first half, Ashley Butterworth scored a header to make it 4-0. No goals in this second half unless we get one in the last couple of minutes, though. Stocksbridge have been unlucky not to get one. Alex O'Connor, especially so. Two good chances saved by two different keepers. That Retford United player is going to head off. Here he will hope he'll be fit for Saturday's game against, I think it was Hallow. Holwell. I'll remember that eventually. Very unrememberable town name. As Charles switches play over to Austin on the right. He will take it forward. And he's going to loft one over the top. He's looking for DeFalco. DeFalco is going to not get it. I thought maybe he just got away with that one. It was bundled into his defender a bit. It's a bit of a 50-50 one, and fortunately for us on this occasion, they do normally line up with the defence on that one, as they did there. Ball going long. Keeper, but headed away into midfield. To Finlaw, will look to switch it over to the right wing, and Nelson will track it. Tries to clear it off his man, but it's blocked and will go out for a throw-in. Goes to the right-hand side block, and he's going to go to that corner flag. Retford still on the attack. They pulled it out to the right wing. Being pressed further out by the Steelers defence. It looks Finlaw, who will get it back to the 17, and forward it goes. Heavy touch, and then header back to Finlaw, who will touch it onto the right wing. Number 8 will flick it forward. Chester down by Watson, and then blocked. And it will be a corner kick, and this looks like how we will finish this game is with a Retford United corner, because we are beyond and into the 90th minute. So waiting for this corner to be taken. Here it comes, big ball to the far post, header, towering header, and it does. Did that go in the back of the net? It's full time. I'm not sure if that went in or not. Did that go in or not? I can't. It's weird, it just bounced in a weird way. I'm going to say it's 4-0. Pardon? So it's Stocksbridge Boxdale's 4, Retford United 0. Don't think that went in. A big towering header. But it looked like he came out of the goal. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe it was 4-1. On. But it's no matter whether that was a from Retford. It was a fantastic result. 4 goals in the first half. Could have been in the second. That is a pre-season performance that will give you confidence, even if technically it doesn't really matter yet. Thank you very much for everyone who has attended today's game and been listening to the commentary. I've been your commentator, Adam Allcroft. I'll see you on Thursday night for our match against Chesterfield.